Um, the new skin facial device, I think is a fun thing to call it, the Duo facial device. And then also chemo packages, just blowing up with that, you guys. If you haven't gotten on that trail, it's not too late. It's only Monday. So
The
send
new
that out.
skin.
Okay. All right. Let me get back to Zoom. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Look at you guys with your pretty red jackets on. I love it. I love it. Getting ready for seminar. And you guys, you can wash your red jackets in your washing machine. Just do it on a gentle cycle and then dry it. Okay, so I do not pay to get my director jacket cleaned. I just wash it myself. So get all that nice and clean. Make sure your pins are on it, all that fun stuff. Okay, well, welcome you guys. Okay, did you guys put in the chat? Okay, first off, I have to tell you, this thing, it is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Who has been using it? Raise your hand if you've been using this Duo brush. Tiffany's been using it. Who else? Brenda's been using it. Okay, who's going to start using it? Okay, get it on your shelf, you guys. You can also use this. We had a director meeting, and you guys, if people have a headache or something or sore muscles, use the heated side with the mint bliss. Lynette, I knew you would love that idea. Okay. Yes, use it with the mint bliss. Also, my friends, use it with the toning lotion. So it is not just for your face, okay? And I know Tammy says that we shouldn't do butt facials, but maybe you need two, one for your butt and one for your face. I don't know. Um, yes, it is so exciting. You guys, people do not know about it. I sent a text out to the unit last night and I had so many consultants say, "Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that information. What does it do again?" Because they don't pay attention on Facebook. They don't read the emails. And so if you have team members, you guys, this is special edition. Okay. It will not be in the catalogs. It is going to just be word of mouth and your posts. So post about it, text about it. This is how you're going to sell it. Okay. Cleansing side. And you guys, just so you know, there's two buttons. This button gives you the vibrations. Okay. This one is the heated and a little light goes on. And then you just hold down the bottom one to turn it off. It took me a while to figure that out. Okay. I was like, how do I turn it off? Do I just let it run forever? So you just hold it down to turn it off. And this heated side though, oh my goodness, and your neck. But yeah, do you guys love all the different ideas? And you never have to buy a brush head. I mean, it's so dang exciting. Special edition means if you want to sell them for Christmas, you should get them now. Okay, that I mean, just FYI, you should get them now. Now, my guess is that we're going to get one for free for going to seminar. Hi, Kayla. And so just FYI, you may get one for free, but it charges. It's I love the size of it. It fits in a pocket of your travel roll-up bag. Oh my goodness, you guys, so many fun things. So many fun things. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about this? Get it while it's hot, but please, you guys, text your customers, let them know about it. I just sent them a picture of consultants. You guys probably, most of you probably got it. You just do the same thing. Forward that to your customers. Okay. And take a picture of yourself. That always gets more generation than a canned photo. So when you get it, I just took a picture of myself with it so they could see the size of it. It's basically the size of your phone. Okay, so this is a good picture to take too, so that they understand that it's not as big as our old brushes. I thought it would be huge. When I first saw it, I was like, this is tiny. I love it. Okay. Foot massage. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously? Neck massage, head massage. Okay, can you guys tell I'm excited about it? I love it. My customer who bought it from my post, I said, "Do you like it?" Her comment was, "Nikki, I don't like it. I love it." I'm like, fantastic. So utilize social media to get the word out, but texting is great. Okay, before we move on, any questions about that? Any questions? And everybody's working? Okay. Yeah, and you guys to demo it at your parties, just wipe it off. I have a lot of little wipes that I bought on Amazon that are my glasses cleaner because my glasses get so dirty. They're lens cleaners. So at my last party, I let everybody try it and I just used a lens cleaner in between. So those are super cheap if and I carry them in my purse because also my phone gets filthy from putting it up to my face with wearing makeup. So those lens, I think I got like 200 lens cleaners for like $5. So if you want to know how to sanitize it fast and easy at a party, just use one of those. Okay, and deduct it. Deduct it. Okay, all right, you guys, last week, or no, time with Tammy, right? You guys had time with Tammy? It was the emotional. This week is on mapping your business, mapping your business. So, Tim, I'm just gonna, Tim, if you want me to go through Reco, you want to do mapping? You want to do that section?
I'm ready for whatever.
Cool. Okay, so time with Tammy. Tammy's going to take you again through the mapping section. Okay, and I'll do the slides for you. Okay, so let's start first with some recognition because I know we haven't seen each other in a long time and we might have forgotten that we do recognition. Um, and so that's what's exciting is we do recognition. So let me share my screen here.
We did some Reco last week too. It's all good.
Oh, good, good.
And some
And we had
announcements.
our moving on up night too, which was amazing. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. My computer's being very slow right now. Okay, so you guys, this is the first month of the seminar year. So we're just so excited. So we're still doing pearls. So maybe you got some pearls in the mail for doing career chats. This is in the board. Use the same form. When you share the opportunity, keep filling it out. Okay, keep filling it out. If you have new team members, you probably did a career chat. You should probably fill it out. So go into the boards though and do it. Otherwise, we don't know. We don't know. Okay. And this, you guys, it's Year of the Star. We literally, you guys, we as directors are in a challenge to have 15 stars the first 2 quarters of the Mary Kay year. So how much wholesale in July puts you on target to be a star, you guys? Just shout it out. How much wholesale in July puts you on target to be a star by September
600.
15th? A 600 wholesale. You guys, this is why we have the beautiful ring. This is why we bribe you so that you stay consistent. Okay. A 600 wholesale every month will make you a star consultant. It's the math. You can't just pretend and want to be a star, right? It's 1,800 wholesale. So if you already had some in by the end of July, carried through, you guys check this out. We already have 1 star. Donna is an emerald star already, you guys. This is super exciting. So give it up for Donna. Check this out. Take a picture. So like Jana, you are 700 wholesale away from star. Lynette 837, Brenda 940. Now you have until September 15th, you guys, and qualified recruits bump you up. Renee is 1187. Lori 1354. I'm just looking at who's on the camera tonight. Amy 1465. So even if you're not on here, you guys, you can be a star by September 15th. Okay, that is the key. So anything that you have in, and then this is the clout unit. So like Lindsay, you are 1188, and this is all wholesale, you guys. Mary Kay stuck with wholesale in the new year. So just stick with wholesale. Does that make sense? It's wholesale again. But they're doing it again. These are the prizes. A lot of you get to pick up all-star prizes. You guys don't miss the first quarter so that you can be a star. And I'm telling you, these brushes and your chemo care packages will help you be a star. Now, if you don't act on it, you won't be. But if you actually act on it, action, right? If you're reading this book, and I know that some of you are on the Rise and Shine, the Traveler's Gift, the last chapter that we studied is all about taking action. So don't just think about it, be about it. Okay. And then we're having an all-star party. Do you guys have your calendars? It's Sunday, September 20th. It's virtual. It's going to be a virtual star party painting with the stars. So put that on your calendar, 7 p.m. Central. All stars are invited across the nation. Okay. Besides all the prizes you get from the company, you guys. I know we're racking up those points, right? With Star. That's super exciting. Okay, points to paradise. Okay, I'm sweating. You guys, Donna is almost done with the Gucci sunglasses. Shut up. 21,575. And we have them through October 31st to do this, you guys. I want you all to be points to paradise people. Lynette, 19 to 11. Jana, oh my gosh, you guys, this is your production. Tiffany, you're right up there. Amy Smith, you're up there. Brenda, you're up there. Kayla, you're up there. Lori, oh my gosh, you guys, you're all on here. Okay, it's your production plus your team. So like Lori, when your new person places a 600 wholesale, that counts towards your points to paradise. Okay, Amy, when your new person places a 600 wholesale, these count all your team plus you. Okay, and then Shelby and Lindsay and Carla, you guys are all on there too. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh. You're right up there. So 25,000 points, subtract it, figure out how many points you need per month to hit the first level, the second level, or the third level. We want to have as many achievers as possible. This is in your unit board. Power Party Track, you guys. This is it. 3 parties, 15 faces, 6 parties, 30 faces, 10 parties, 50 faces, 15 parties, 75 faces. You guys, you want to start doing faces because for retreat, you're going to get some fun activities if you do Power Party Track. Okay, so you want to start getting into the habit of doing it now, whether that's 3 parties or 15 faces. So just so you know, you want to get on track with this. Okay, and then of course you get prizes. When you do the Power 3, you're going to get this prize from your sales director, and Power 6 is a coaching call with your national sales director. So every month, you guys, gosh, we're prizing you galore. And check it out. Lynette, what prize are you choosing? You did the power pick. So you place your 600 wholesale. Brenda's like $5 away. But Lynette, which prize are you going to choose? The fabulous ring, which is the prize, practical product, or personal time?
I can't lie, I love that ring. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, you guys, it's the July Jewel Challenge. So you have until Friday at midnight to earn it. And I think it comes in even sizes. So just don't be sending your director any half sizes. Okay. So we'll get that to you. Okay. And then my unit, we're doing $100 days. I think we kind of forgot about this. So make sure that you're posting that under this post anytime you sell $100 in a day. And also, I'm giving away a free skin brush, you guys, when our team hits 20,000 wholesale, which is our goal this month. We're beating last July. Beat your best. So I looked at my own personal production last month for myself, and my goal is to beat it. Okay. And recruiting, my goal is to beat it. So, you guys, whatever you did last July, focus on beating your personal best, and you're going to have a better year. It's just math, right? You are going to have a better year. So, us doing 20,000 is a better year than last year. Okay. PCP enrollment. This is the holiday one. You do not want to miss it. Put it on your calendar. The deadline is August 17th. Okay. Please encourage your team to do it because they will get active and everybody orders with the new holiday products. For those of you going to seminar, you're going to get to see them before anybody else. Okay, they will be in the expo. So, and then of course, you are also going to get to try on all the diamonds when you go to seminar. Who's excited about that? These will be in the expo. Heidi and Kim will also have the prizes at our area night so you can see the Court of Sales and Court of Sharing prizes for next year. Who's excited about that? Okay, so we'll take lots of pictures, but it starts in July. And these are the prizes. You're going to see them up close and personal. This is so fun. You'll get to try them all on. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then we have 4 new teammates in the Hill unit, 2 by me, 1 by Lori, 1 by Amy. Exciting. They're putting themselves on target for National Court of Sharing. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And the month isn't over because our goal is 10 new, you guys. We are in a challenge from our national to have 10 new. And then Tammy and Shelby both have new teammates. So this is exciting. Put in the comment and you get these bracelets if you plan on having new teammates before the end of the month. because our mission is 10 new per unit. Clout unit has 3, Hill unit has 4. Who's going to recruit somebody by Friday? I am. I'm going to medal. My goal is to medal every month, whether it's 3, 4, or 5. Put it in the chat, you guys, because there are 3 ways to enjoy Mary Kay: customer, customer plus, or consultant. If you're having faces, you're sharing the opportunity. That's what we do. Okay, and then weekly recognition for those that turned in their numbers. Shelby and Lynette both called the hotline. You guys, that is still available to you. Amy had a face, Lynette had 2, Brenda had 3, and Shelby's our queen with 9. Woohoo! Retail sales, Amy 72, Lynette 146, Brenda 290, and Shelby 406. You guys are going to blow it out of the water because you guys are selling the brushes this week and chemo care packages. I want everybody to have over a $300 week this week. Write that down. That's your goal. $300 in sales. And then you guys, new leads: Lynette, Brenda, Amy, and Shelby is our queen with 14. Oh my gosh. Career chats, hello, because she was seeing faces. Lynette had 1, Shelby had 5. Fill in that Pearl form under the boards. And new bookings: Amy, Brenda, Lynette, and Shelby. You guys, congratulations. Congratulations. And upcoming events, if you don't have these on your calendar yet, fall retreat is after seminars. We try to do something every quarter. It is in Green Lake, Wisconsin. It's October 16th to 18th. And let me tell you, guess what's going to be like challenges? Oh, party power packs, medaling, all the things that we want to do, right? And then for those of you who want to go to leadership, it is in Phoenix, Arizona. Directors, becoming a sales director by January 1st. It is January 18th to 21st in Phoenix. Okay, does everybody have all those fun dates down? Okay, and I don't see Shelby on, who's our queen bee of everything. Okay. All right, so I think that's it. Okay, oh my gosh. All right, so who's excited to have a $300 week this week? Okay, Brenda, me, who else? Lori, Lynette, Amy, who else? Tammy, Lindsay, Kayla, Carla, who else? I'm waiting for you to raise your hands. You guys, it's a text message. I'm not kidding. I texted out last night all of my customers about the chemo packages. If you're in the Facebook, my group messenger group, you got it. I'm sharing exactly what I did. Somebody donated a $35 kit, but she ordered her repair and an eye makeup remover. You guys, it's not there. They just need to hear from you. Okay. People are waking up from the July 4th slumber. Hopefully we as consultants are waking up from our June slumber, right? Because we worked our butts off. But now it's wakey time. That's what I keep saying. It's wakey time. It's time to wake up. It's time to do something. And so Tammy is going to tell you guys how to do something. Okay. So Tam, let me get this. And I just had them pulled up just a review too from last week.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. All right. So give me 1 second. Okay. Let me look at that. Okay. So this is where you ended it last week, Tam. And I know you gave a weekly challenge. Oops, sorry. So let's see who did it. And this was the week before our moving up night, which was awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for getting on last week. That was amazing. Okay. All right. So Tam, take it away.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and use the chat again, you guys. So what we had was we had this the week prior, right? And we said to choose one of these as an emotional reset. So it was either listening to 10 minutes of positive audio daily, say an affirmation every morning, reach out to 3 people even when you don't feel like it, and replace every negative statement with a positive one. So go ahead and yes, thank you, Jana. Go ahead and put into the chat which one that you did to help you reset. Okay. And I know that it was really eye-opening for a lot of us to really talk about and go through that emotional cycle again. And then to also like have it in front of us so that our goal is to get through it as quickly as possible, right? Not to be stuck in that emotional wheel for 7 days or a month or 2 months or 3 months, but to be able to get so good that you can have those those little aspects in your life that you can get yourself out of those slumps within minutes, okay? Because we ain't got time for stinking thinking and getting stuck in those bad slumps. So what we're going to work on tonight is we're going to work on some time, okay? I love it, you guys. So thank you for everybody sharing in the chat. I'm just going to share with us what we have in the chat. Okay, I love it. Yay, Lori replacing many negative statements with positive ones that you could. Tiffany having your affirmation that you deserve every win coming your way. I love that. Jana, you did your affirmation. This is wonderful, you guys. Brenda replacing negative with the positive. Yes, Amy, affirmation. Lynette, positive videos, audios. Carla, affirmation. Jana, affirmations. Yes, my friends. Okay, perfect. Okay, that is what we are focusing on, my friends. Okay, so we're going to keep on doing that to emotionally reset. So this is our official trail map 2 of our training for this summer series that we have. And we're going to talk about time management. And this works best when it focuses less on being busy and more on being intentional with your planning and consistency. Okay, so our goal is, I think there's going to be a little bit of discipline that needs to come into play in regards to planning our week and working that plan and doing what we say we're going to do in the time slots that we have set aside. Okay. So like even when I was reviewing this morning, I'm like, okay, yes, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. It's okay that I'm not working between this time and this time and I can focus on my family because then they all know that from, 6:30 till 9 p.m. mommy's working Mary Kay. Okay. So it's okay to have those set boundaries. So I want you guys to go ahead and put into the chat, which statement sounds more like you? A, I don't have enough time. B, I get distracted. C, I start lots of things but don't finish them. D, I feel busy all day but I don't get much done. And spoiler alert, my friends, time management isn't really about time, it is about priorities. Okay. So yeah, I think mine is I get distracted because working from home, I'm like, oh, I can throw in another load of laundry. Oh, but then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll fold it too. And then I'll like put it away. Oh, and then I'll like clean the kitchen. Oh, you guys ever do that? Okay. So I just wanted you guys to get it out there. Which one feels more like you, Lori? All of the above. Okay, great. A and B. Okay, so saying I don't have enough time and then also getting distracted. Okay, so here's why time management matters, my friends. All right, managing your time, this is what it's going to lead to. So if you want these things, write them really big on your piece of paper. Do you want less stress? Do you want more flexibility? More consistency? Better results? More family time? Okay, the goal isn't to squeeze Mary Kay into every spare minute of your life. The goal is to intentionally create space for your goals. So you're going to find out that if your goals are as important as you want them to be, then you're going to create that space to make those goals happen. Your family, they're going to become the reason for you to intentionally work in those time slots and to do what you say you're going to do in that time. Okay. So if you want any of these, let's go ahead and we're going to pay attention to some of these great tools. Okay. All right. Next slide, please. All right. You are the CEO of your business. And so there's no boss telling you what to do. Even Nicki and I don't tell you what to do. Even though sometimes you ask us to tell you what to do, we a lot of times turn it around and go, well, what do you think you should do? So there is a difference between when Nicki and I coach and when we train. Right now we're training you, right? So this is the aspect of like, okay, well, these are things that you can implement. And what I have found is that they've worked for me this way, or they've worked for this person this way. So no one is going to assign you tasks. There's no clock to start and stop. The freedom of Mary Kay is wonderful, but it also requires self-leadership. So I think that sometimes people will ask, well, what's like the downside of like doing a Mary Kay business? Leading yourself probably and doing what you say you're going to do, because otherwise it's not going to get done and you're not going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So something that has always helped me, especially when I was a full-time teacher in Minnesota, I was working Mary Kay part-time. Every night before I went to bed, I was the boss. Or every time I was closing out my Mary Kay for the day, I decided to be the boss and to write my list of what to do on my notebook, my 6 most important things to do list in my notebook, for the next day when I was going to be working my Mary Kay business. So then I could turn it off and I could go to bed. Okay. I was still teaching full time. I was planning a wedding. I needed to get all those things accomplished. So I would write my list of things to do for the next day. And when I had time set aside to do my Mary Kay business that next day, then I had exactly what I needed to do. And then I was the employee. And I physically wrote myself paychecks, you guys. I don't know if you guys do this or not, but that's another conversation with money management. But I would physically write myself a paycheck every single week when I did my money management. I think we might challenge you to do that when we do money management. Go ahead and next slide, please.
Say, I've never heard that before. We always hear about self-discipline, and we
Mm.
relate discipline to like something negative.
Yeah.
But self-leadership makes me think, oh my gosh, I want to be a better leader for myself. Like nobody wants to discipline themselves, right? Sounds negative.
I just think
But
of getting spanked.
yeah, who here thinks self-leadership is like, oh, holy cow, that's a different mindset.
Yep. I think you're
Lori
right.
thinks that. Okay. Write that down, you guys. I just put that at the top of my paper. Like, how can I have self-leadership? Ah, okay. I just had to piggyback on that. Okay.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So we're gonna work on building our dream week. And I've had people in our organization mind blown. I know, Lori, right? I've had people in our organization saying, a weekly plan, she doesn't work for me. Okay. It's not supposed to work for you. It's going to work with you to create the lifestyle that you want. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to encourage you guys to create a dream week master copy. Okay. Some of your weeks are going to look exactly the same because, like this is what my job entails. This is when my family has events. Okay. Some of you, it's going to be different every single week, but you're going to get kind of a basic idea. But this is going to help you stay on track over time. And so when I do my weekly plan sheet, I really start with my priorities. God first. So I schedule in when I want to have my quiet devotion time, going to church with my family, if there's women's Bible studies that I want to be a part of, or mother daughter Bible study groups that I want to be a part of, whatever that might be. I put that in my calendar first. I put in my family activities second, and I've got a lot of family activities. So I know that for the next August, September, and October, I'm already contacting sports coaches to say, hey, the schedule's not out yet. When are you going to get that to me? Because I want to be able to schedule when I can be at my family's functions, so that I can figure out, okay, great, where does my Mary Kay fit in? And my career is set in third. But also, like my family, they know that every Monday night, this is part of my schedule, whether they have a sporting event that comes up or not, we work around that. Okay. So we all have the same 24 hours. I don't know if you guys have ever done this test before, but there's one person who goes with the flow and there's one person who creates a weekly time budget. So think of it that way, as a weekly time budget. So how are you budgeting your time? That's another new terminology, I would say, Nikki, like a weekly time budget, so that you can figure out how are you budgeting your time, because we tend to work with our budget and how much money that we have. But if we start working with that time budget, because time is money, and it's going to help us be a little bit more savvy with that too. Isn't that an interesting word there, Nikki?
I love it. And I want to know who uses a weekly plan sheet or who maps things out. I put that in the chat, but nobody commented. Does anybody map out their weeks? I mean, I use a calendar. I use a full-blown calendar. I don't print off a separate weekly plan sheet. It can be different tools. But you guys, okay, Amy does, Lynette does. Okay,
Nice.
good.
Brenda
Okay,
does.
anybody else?
Brenda raised her hand.
Okay, it's on my phone, on my planner. I do,
Yeah,
especially during the
Lindsay
school year.
does.
Okay,
Yeah, I do
good.
all mine on Google Calendar now, but it's all
Yeah,
color coded. Mm-hmm.
because here's the deal, you guys. If you don't schedule Mary Kay time, like Tammy said, you're your own CEO, you're never going to do it.
Right.
If you don't schedule when you're going to text out your chemo things, and I did that last night, my chemo text, because I had time yesterday and today to field those questions. If I wouldn't have scheduled it and made myself do it, I would not have done it. So it's a form of self-leadership to actually do it. Yeah. And then why? Because Tammy, I loved what you said earlier with that slide. You guys, when you have self-leadership, I mean, I took 2 weeks to Africa. Tammy was a week in Montana. You guys, we're sales directors. We work, but we have so much flexibility. And it's not flexible. Here's the thing, you guys, you can have money and you can have flexibility, or you can have both. A lot of people have flexibility, but they don't have any money. And some people have a lot of money and they don't have any flexibility. But you know what? As a Mary Kay beauty consultant, sales director, you can have both. That's awesome. That is awesome. I want you to think about that. You can have it all.
My 13-year-old just coming in. He's a wheeler and a dealer. All right, here's what's important. Be in the moment. When you're with your family, focus on your family and don't work your business during that time. So if you need to turn your phone into work mode or family time, there's different like settings on your phones. You could also get a little thing called, I think it's called a brick. It works for all families' phones in your house. If you need to physically take your phone and you brick it, it actually stops all incoming messages on whatever apps that you don't want to be notified with. Not where you can just like type in like your password to get back into it. Like if you set limits on your phone, but you can physically like tap it in like your kitchen. So then you can still get emergency phone calls or, text messages from family or friends if it's non-working time. But it's actually quite interesting. I have timers on all of our phones, but I can still bypass them with a code, and I feel guilty when I bypass it with a code. So when you're doing Mary Kay, do your Mary Kay. When you're at your job, do your job. When I was a full-time teacher, I knew that I needed to be on from 7:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. I didn't have like a cell phone that like had a lot of minutes at that time. So I couldn't like work my business any other way, but I had email. Okay. So that was when like email. So think of it like texting. But I knew from 10 to 10:30 that my students went to go to math and I could do a career chat with Nicki. We would do like a 3-way career chat. I would check my emails. I would call a couple people within that 30-minute time slot because I knew that I had that 30-minute time slot where I didn't need to be on for a teacher. Okay. So being very specific that way too. And think of the weekly plan sheet as a chest of drawers. This is a really good visual, you guys, if you kind of put this together. I've heard of it as like cabinets, but a chest of drawers, I get this one too. You can't have all the drawers open at the same time or there will be chaos. We wonder why we have high cortisol or low cortisol. Is because we as women, we have so many things going on at the same time. I physically have my Mary Kay things in my office and I close the door. My family knows I'm working in here. Okay. They know they're not supposed to come in here, even though I just got delivered some Amazon packages. So Noah, the 13-year-old, didn't listen to me. But they also know when I step out of here and I take off my jacket, I close my door. They know that Mary Kay time is over and that it's time for them. Okay. So think of like that, like a physical door or drawers. Like when my dressers in my bedroom, if all those drawers are open at the same time, that would be just a hot mess. I've learned to be more organized that way too. Yeah. And my children will write signs. Like if they need something, they will write a sign at the door and like hold it up there unless like they're bleeding, then I'll like listen to them. Okay. So with your weekly plan sheet, then it's executing daily being like the self leadership. Okay. At night, I am the boss. I write my list. So I'll write my list here before I leave my Mary Kay time. And then I'll walk out and I already have my list of what I'm doing for tomorrow. Okay. That includes like my phone numbers of who I'm calling and contacting and what customers I'm talking to and what team members I'm talking to. Like it is written out. It's not, okay, I have an hour tomorrow to do Mary Kay. What should I do? No, I already have it planned out so I can activate right away. And then my hour is like so fulfilled and I'm not wasting time figuring out, oh, what should I do right now? Okay. I know I've been there. Okay. So what I like about this consultant daily worksheet, it gives you like a mindset of like, okay, what can I do today? So you would fill this out tonight before you go to bed on what you're going to do for tomorrow. Okay. So something that Nikki and I have always done is we've used a focus notebook. So, I mean, it's back to school time. I hate it, but Walmart has the notebooks on sale for like 50 cents right now. And so I use that for my month. I write my goals on the front. I track my faces, my career chats on the first inside part of that notebook. I write down my goals in there so they're always like readily available. So attract number grow, so it's all in there. And then every night it's this list. And then every morning it's checking off the list. So this is the list of what's in our notebook. Okay. So like for on here, I love it. It has like a Bible verse or inspiration for the day that'll help you get through the day. It has your 6 most important things to do for Mary Kay. Okay. There's going to be, it's okay to have lists upon lists, but have your 6 list for Mary Kay, have your 6 list for things to do around the house or your job or children. Okay. Like I need to like call the doctor tomorrow, whatever it might be. Family personal meal plan. When you plan your meals, that makes a huge difference. If you want a special link, I've got a special link. It takes me to Walmart app where I can order all of my food right online, my friends. And it has 52 weeks of family on a budget meal plans where you can have meal plans and make like 14 to 16 meals in like a 2-hour time setting and be good to go for a couple weeks. So I can share that with you. It took me a while to figure out like what worked for our family. Okay. Um, the bathe at the bottom, the daily mental bath. Remember, I coined bathed because I like to say that I've bathed. So the the bath. So that's getting a booking a day, saying your daily affirmation to keep you in that right frame of mind. T is listening to a training or a positive audio. H is saying hello. We have the hotline. You have connection to us as your sales director. Send us a text message or a voice clip. What are you doing for the day? What do you need help with? E is exercise. And D, which is at the top, is devotion. So that's how that works. So taking that daily mental bath. And then there's even a spot where you can literally write out your schedule for the day so that you know exactly what you have going on tomorrow. I love this. Yeah, so I love it, Nikki, how you asked who uses like a physical notebook already or who does like some sort of sheet like this. You guys, I've even tried to buy planners that like Mary Kay people have made and it like looks all pretty like this. I still just go back to my notebook. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay. So yeah, so fill it out every night so you know what needs to be done that next day and then you're not distracted. I love that. Successful days don't happen by accident. They really don't. Okay, here's some things that usually steal your time. Let's be real. Let's put them in the chat. What steals your time? It's okay to get it out. Okay, release it. Scrolling social media, procrastination, waiting until you're motivated, overthinking, saying yes to everything, lack of planning. I think that's a big one. Distractions. Most people don't have a time problem, they have a priority problem. Okay. So I'm not saying that you have to give this up, but wouldn't you like to give up some of those things if it's going to lead to the time that you want in regards to your self leadership? That is such a great term. Self leadership. Okay. Overthinking, scrolling, lack of planning, priorities not in the right order. Ah, even just like taking those priorities and putting them in the right order and putting that in front of you. Okay, what are my priorities today? How am I going to get closer to my God, my family, or my career? That's what I always ask myself. So for me to say no to something, I always ask myself, is this going to get me closer to my God? Is this going to get me closer to my career goals? or to my family goals? If it is not, it's going to be a no right now in this season. And no is a complete sentence. You don't have to give an explanation to people for saying no. You can just say, thank you for asking. It's going to be a no right now. It's okay. You don't have to be on every board at church or every board at school or every board in your community. Maybe another time you can be. For many years, I said no to coaching because I had little tiny children, and what the heck was I going to do with them? That didn't work. Okay. But now I can say yes to some of those things when I want to. Did I say no last fall? I sure did. I said no because that was not going to work in our life. Okay. All right. Next slide. All right, here is our time management challenge. Keep on writing that word, self-leadership. Self-leadership. I feel like that should be like tattooed on your arm. Last week we talked about Becky Clemens' tattoo on her arm. How can I? Today we're going to write self-leadership. Okay, so in the next 7 days, fill out your daily worksheet every night. So that just means do your 6 most important things to do list at night before you go to bed. If you need to keep that notebook right by you, it's amazing what pen to paper, besides just like notes to phone, do for your brain. I love a good pencil and piece of paper. I don't know why, it just feels so great. Okay. Put your weekly plan sheet somewhere that your family, your spouse, your roommate can see it. Share it. I love it. We have, I think I've shared this before, but we have a skylight. It's a actual calendar that links all of our calendars together, and it's a screen that sits in our kitchen. So whenever my kids would be like, "What are we doing today? What's for dinner today?" I was get so annoyed with them asking me because then I have to look at my phone and I have to look and tell them what's going on. And then they're like, "Why are you on your phone all the time?" I'm like, "Well, because you asked me what's happening today, and it's in my phone." So now it's all in the skylight on the physical calendar. They go over there, they have a chore list, they can see what's for dinner for the week, they can add things to the grocery list. It syncs with my phone. They can go, oh, mom's at her meeting right now. Tomorrow we have the day off. Wednesday we're driving to Kansas City. Like they can see those things on there. Okay. And then you guys, here's a great one. Track how you spend your time and compare it to your dream week master copy. Were there times in your dream week where you said you wanted to work your Mary Kay business, but you chose to do laundry instead? Is there time in your dream week master copy that you were scrolling instead of texting or calling 10 potential bookings? It's okay. Don't feel guilty. We're not at church right now. we're not like here to make you feel guilty. We just want you to be aware of where your time is going because I know you guys have big goals, right? Whether it's moving up, whether it's making an extra $1,000 for your family, whether it's like that next vacation or that next renovation for your house, whatever it might be. You guys, my next big goals is, dear Lord, it's renovating my house because we have mold in my house and my husband and 2 of my boys are allergic to mold. So that doesn't help anything. Okay. Sometimes there's physical factors out there that create your next goal, right? All right, Nicki, what do we want to have them share right now? I couldn't keep up with all the chats. You guys are doing
Okay. You're going to unmute. You're going to share your plan of self-leadership for this week. And just think through Friday. That's the last day of the month, right? So what is your self? I love that. I hate saying, what's your weekly plan sheet? What's your goal? Honestly, what's your self-leadership? And why? I just booked another vacation. This time with my husband to Mexico with some friends in September. I'm like, okay. At first, I was freaking out a little bit, and I'm like, nope, I know how to work. And this week, I worked, you guys, had over $1,000 week because I have self-leadership, because that motivates me. I love to travel, and we're remodeling. If you knew what was going on in my house right now. So my distraction has been every 10 minutes, Ryan comes in and says, what do you think about this? And I'm like, stop. My doors are closed. Don't talk to me. The reason I do that, you guys, is when you are interrupted, it takes you 20 minutes to gain focus. That is a scientific fact. when you are interrupted. So this is Tammy, what you shared was great. Is like when you're sending out your text, you could put your phone on airplane mode. Don't respond to people's texts until you get everybody's out, and then respond to people's texts so that you actually do it and you're proactive. Going back to that, you guys, your six most important lists, your notebooks, when you are reactive in life, you are constantly tired. Who can relate to that? When you are proactive, you are not. You're not. And are there times where you have to be reactive? Yes, it's called life. But when you plan things, when you have that self-leadership, um, it's more proactive than anything else. You guys, I don't like it when customers just text me 24/7, they need this or that. Some of you may love that. I don't. I'm a very scheduled person. So I schedule my follow-up text so that when I have the energy to respond to people. Okay. I strategically do that because I know myself. And I don't want to have a text that interrupts this or a Voxer that interrupts this, right? Or a Facebook Messenger that interrupts it. So just look at things like Tammy said, when you work a full-time job, then when you get off of work, take an hour, work your business, you're done. It's shocking how much you can get done in an hour, but you think about Mary Kay all the time, and so you get nothing done. You guys, the light doesn't turn on unless you turn it off. Okay. But you can't turn on a light, right? Unless you turn it off. But you have to turn it on in order to turn it off. It's like it's how your brain works. But your brain, you guys, is controlled. And you guys, seriously, something we talked about at our Red Jacket director meeting is designing your life. We have some directors, you guys, they work full-time jobs. They some drive cars, some don't drive cars. With 9 directors there, you guys, our team sales were over $2.1 million with just 9 of our units there. And we all talked about how we get to design our life. It's not that we don't work, but we have self-leadership. That's the ticket, you guys. So how can you grow your self-leadership? Number one, if you can get on those rise and shine calls, if you did a 600 wholesale last month or added a new team member, you get to be on those. They're Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central. And they're amazing. It helps you focus. It helps you hear from other people. You guys, as an entrepreneur, I remember Judy Kowicki, who mentored me in Michigan. She said, how blessed are we in Mary Kay? Most people start businesses and they have no mentorship. And we have so much mentorship that sometimes we take it for granted. Amy, you were telling me how your husband is hiring a business coach. $10,000, you guys. Business coaches are very expensive. You have business. We are on a business coaching session right now tonight. It's free. Okay. Don't take for granted the ideas that you're given, because business coaches, that basically Tammy and I've had business coaches. Let's be clear. We've hired business coaches. We paid the money. We have. We've all, as directors, we've invested in that. We go to leadership every year. That's an investment. And so self-leadership, you guys, it's just so worth it. Literally to design your life. Like, I just can't get over it. Sometimes, just if you love your life, that's great. That's great. But when you share this opportunity, you guys, some people don't, and they need this opportunity. Tammy was a poor teacher when she started Mary Kay. I was a poor stay-at-home mom when I started Mary Kay. You guys, Heidi, many of you don't know this. She was on welfare when she started Mary Kay. Okay. Yeah, they were that poor. Okay. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing to be on welfare when you need it. There's systems when people need it. But I'm just saying that in Mary Kay, you guys, there are rags to riches stories. And some people, had a lot of money and started Mary Kay. But there's so many different ways to design your life with this business if you can get a hold of that self-leadership. Because when you have that, you can pass it on to other people. That's really it. The more you grow yourself, the more you can pass it on. Okay, so unmute. And I'm writing this down, I'm taking notes. How are you practicing self-leadership this week by Friday, the last day of the month? Friday. Who wants to go first? You're all going to unmute.
I can go.
Go ahead, Linz.
The month disappeared. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so hopefully you can hear me. The month disappeared really quickly, and suddenly I still needed 3 active, and it's Vacation Bible School. I'm at church this week, and I'm the preschool director. So, I've scheduled all of my appointments for the afternoon, and I had to weekly plan my week very intentionally, just because of knowing that my mornings will also just be eaten up. But I'm also trying to make connections with moms while I'm there so that I can push into August as well. But my focus, I have 1 party and 1 facial this week, and hoping for 2 or 3 more career chats. And I did a coffee career chat this afternoon. And I sounded like this. It was awful.
Lindsay, your self-leadership is astounding. You have life. You're in charge of your Vacation Bible School. You have 5 children. You didn't say, I'm too busy to work my business. You took upon yourself to say, I have goals to achieve, and I'm going to see when I can fit in my Mary Kay. That's self-leadership. Awesome. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being an example. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to follow that? Don't compare yourself. How are you going to, Lori, you unmuted. Go ahead.
I am going to intentionally do my 6 most important things before I go to bed for the next day. Lead myself, do it to do it.
Lead myself. I love that. Lead myself, not make myself, right?
Right.
Lead yourself.
Lead myself.
Ugh, this verbiage, you guys, it changed your brain. And how did your conversation with your new team member go today?
Well, she's looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And she was
Okay.
going to spend the rest of the afternoon after we got done looking at all the emails and the video. So,
Oh,
yeah.
good job.
Mhm.
Good coaching. Good
Mhm.
coaching. Okay. Awesome. Self-leadership. Okay, good. Who's next? Kayla, go ahead.
I am going to make a master plan weekly plan sheet and then kind of go over because my weeks are pretty much the same with work. I know when I work, so I can master when I'm going to work my okay, and then just track how I'm spending my time and then compare it to the master copy. I've had a conversation kind of recently, like in regards to my Mary Kay, and I always say, I just don't have the time. And someone had asked me, well, if you quit your job today and you then got all of the time, would you be able to do what you do? And I'm like, well, I kind of just realized it's not a time issue. It's just how I'm managing my time issue. Just change of thought.
That's good self-leadership. Yeah, that's very good self-leadership. Okay. And what are you going to put on that weekly plan sheet? It's fun to make a master plan, but what do you want to, what do you want to do as a self-leader this week before Friday?
Plan out exactly like when I would be doing my bookings because I want to do like specifically one day where I really focus on all of my bookings for the week and get everything scheduled out so that it can be rolling and then know exactly when I'm available for appointments. So that when people want to make an appointment, I can just, yep, Thursday, 2:00 or Saturday,
So highlighting your date book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then are you going to self-lead yourself to do that this week to live by your weekly plan sheet?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And why do you want to do it?
Because I want to work this business. I don't want to not work this business. So, and I want to build a better future for my life and my family.
Wants to have a baby someday. Wait, is it today? Okay, just checking.
Surprise! Barbie.
Sorry to put you on the spot. Okay. It is. And you guys, it's just yeah, we don't know what the future holds. You know, we never know. I remember when Ryan resigned and I was like, what? Um, and that was we were okay. You know, we were financially okay for him to do that and to have time to figure it out. Yeah. But we didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know when I didn't want to get on the phone one night, right? That was going to happen years later. That's the thing, you guys. Self-leadership, it matters. Okay, who's next? Tiffany, you're unmuted.
So I'm definitely gonna do the where I track my time for the week because I know that I have a lot of things that I'm juggling, but I also know that I get kind of spacey. So I'm kind of want to see where that falls and if there's like a trend about time of day or what I just did or what I'm avoiding. And kind of go from there and then do I'm going to print off some of the daily worksheets just so that I can plan ahead and see what my week requirements will look like on Wednesdays I play bags, so I got to make sure that I have that in there to not try to schedule something else, and so I can look ahead to see
Yeah.
what I can work with.
To know your life. Yeah. To schedule, design your life. You're designing your life. And it doesn't say get rid of things that you love to do, you guys. It's just designing it with everything that you like to do.
Yeah, especially since there's nobody else here to like do some like the chores and things like that. So I really want to that tends to bog me down is worrying about those instead of actually just scheduling time for those so that I can focus on my business. So I want to get the basic things like laundry and stuff scheduled so that I can focus.
Yes. Smart. I only do laundry on Wednesdays, just FYI. And even when my kids were little or my husband, if they had dirty clothes, I'm like, it's Wednesday. If you want it done, do it yourself. Kids started doing it at age 10. They still complain about it. And I'm like, you know what? I did it for 10 years. It's your turn. Yep. But schedule it. Yeah. Schedule things. That's good. It's fun. You can make it fun too. I know you like fun. So color code it or whatever you need to do.
Yeah, like vacuuming days or,
Yes, dusting days.
get
You
in.
guys, you don't have to deep clean every day. I used to do, bathrooms one day, floors another day, vacuum one day. Yes, yes. That's it. Just schedule it out. Schedule. That's good. Okay, Amy, you're unmuted.
Um, self-leadership is a big constant in my life. So I think for me, it's figuring out where my time is going. Because I'm being pulled in about 10 different directions right now. And I just have one child, so I can't imagine how people have 4 or 5 in sports. So
Weekly plan sheet. Weekly plan
yes,
sheet.
yes.
That's how you heard
So
Lindsay say it.
yes, so figuring that out, but also I have a blessing of the I'll say 2.5 hours of uninterrupted time. And I'm quite literally wasting it. So yeah, just looking back at that and seeing, okay, where can I change and what needs to change? So, but also just being honest with myself, but also being kind. Because if I'm not kind, then all of this is just for a waste.
And we can always do better, you guys. The goal isn't that we feel guilty. It's but how can we make it our businesses fun so that we can do things? I mean, with our families. It's fun to make family goals too, or even self goals if you're single. to be like, okay, what is this going to go towards? And get your family on board or get yourself on board, to do it. You know, whatever it may be. Because when your family's on board with things, it's it's more fun. Or something for your spouse. The year I said, Ryan, I'm sending you to Alaska, and I put in an envelope a picture of a bear. And I said, this is what I'm working for this year. And he was like, what? And then he would kick me out the door if I wasn't holding appointments. He's like, why aren't you on the phone? It's Sunday night. You're always on the phone Sunday nights. Why aren't you on the phone? So think about, ask your family or ask yourself, take some self reflection time and say, what do I want? And it can be for your personal, for your spouse, your kids, and, grandkids, nieces, nephews, doesn't matter. But why
Yeah.
do you want to have self-leadership?
And I know that recently I've started using this. It's a little lock box, and you can set it. You can put whatever in it and lock it. You can set it for the amount of time you want to leave it locked for. Because like I found that I will start a TV program and think that I can do two things at once and get locked in. So instead, when I go to bed at night, I will lock my remotes that I can't access them until 7 p.m. so that when I get home from work, I can't turn anything on until then. And there's multiple modes. Like you could set it so that it's just locked, so that if there was an emergency, you can put in a code, or you can put it on fortress mode and it will not let you get in without having to call the company.
But that helps you with self-leadership.
Yep. Yeah. Helps me limit my distractions that are small enough to fit in a box.
Interesting. Interesting. Can we put our kids or spouse in there? I'm kidding.
It does fit phones, just so you know.
Phones, yes.
If you're not using
All
it
these
for
fun
work,
gadgets.
them.
Tiffany has them all. Oh my goodness. I mean, just as an example, you guys, like those of you going to seminar, like I have Saturday morning early to pack for leadership. Like it's on my schedule. So I've stopped thinking about it and stopped stressing about it. But I've scheduled time blocked out to actually do it and get it done. Where I won't have my phone on, there won't be distractions. Because otherwise, you guys, things like that can take up a lot of your brain space. That's what a weekly plan sheet does. It tells you, like, I'm going to do laundry for these 2 hours. Okay. It's like it really helps your life. It really does. Okay, who's next? Lynette, go ahead. You're unmuted.
Okay. So I'm gonna do kind of like Tiffany said, and I'm gonna track my time so that I can figure out where I'm losing some things. What is the distraction that tends to tie me up? So I want to find that out. And then my 6 list every day. Because I have a party tomorrow and a facial on Wednesday and a teammate follow-up scheduled already. So
Good job, lady. And you're sharing customer plus. That's awesome. That's
that is,
exciting.
I have to like put a like post it somewhere so that I don't forget that. But yes.
Put it on your face. Write it on your hand and marker. Or print it off and set it on the table. That's what I do.
I just stick it on top of the papers that I'm taking with me. If I'm going to hand out a profile card, there it is, right on top. Just
Yes,
off the
yes.
table.
I have it in a frame, printed, like
They can
Jana
ask
said,
me.
and I have it at my appointments. I never forget it because it's always there. Good. Awesome. Okay, who's next? Carla, Dawn.
I can.
Go ahead,
Um,
Carla.
I will start doing the 6 list. I, in the past, was very, very inconsistent. Always something gets in the way all the time. And I am coming to learn that I'm terrible at setting boundaries. Well, I can set all the boundaries. I just don't ever really make anybody follow them. Does that make sense? That's the truth of it. So, doing the 6 list and also tracking my time to see where it's, because my house is a little chaotic at this time, and I think that would help me see where I could see the difference between the things I really need to do and the things that I'm doing that I don't need to be doing.
Oh, that's smart. That's very good self-awareness. Yeah. There's a quadrant training. Tim, I don't know if you remember this, but it's like you divide a paper in 4 quadrants, like you put a cross on it. And then it's like, okay, urgent, not urgent, you know, due for later, delegate. And it's kind of like the things that you could delegate or do later, we tend to make urgent. Right? And that's what freaks us out. That's what makes us crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So a 6 list. And here's the cool thing. Start with a 3 list. You guys, if you're not in the habit of doing a 6 list, start with a 3 list. The book Finish says cut your goals in half. Why don't, if you've not done a 6 list, do 3, write down 3 things for your Mary Kay business before you go to bed every night and give yourself some wins this week. How does that sound? Okay. And if
I
you're
could
used to
use some
doing your
wins.
6 list, do that. But let's make a 3 list. 3 things for your business, not laundry, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But 3 things. 3 things. Okay. A 3 list. I like that. I like that, Carla. Okay. Good. Who's next?
I can go.
Dawn, go ahead.
I don't,
Dana
mine
likes
will,
3.
yeah, mine will probably be a little bit different just because I had to take a step back, because of my full-time job having major, major chaos for a while. We're starting to slow down and softball season is ending, so I really just need to get the calendar out and see where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I know I
Yeah.
should have more time now, but also my business looks a little bit different because I don't do the in-person parties like a lot of other people do. So I just need to figure out how I want to move forward, um, and still try to get sales, but I don't have the means to be able to do a lot of these in-person type things. So I just need to sit down and figure it out. And I think I have tomorrow night to do that. And that's
Perfect.
it.
That is perfect. And Lori does most of her business virtual. Just FYI, Dawn. Not everybody works in person.
Yeah, I can't. There's too much going on in this house for me to be able to do that.
Yeah, we have summer shop and scrolls. Lori does virtual facials, the skincare trials. Donna does that. You bet, you guys, there's so many ways to work your business. You don't have to do it in person. And the skincare trials are great because you just text them and it's all on the boards. Right? You send them samples and because I have a friend who that's all she's doing all summer. She's just doing skincare trials. And Jana just sold like sets doing skincare trials because people are on vacation and different things. And you guys remember that July, August is your creative months. Okay. It's the creative time. January, July is creativity for your business. It's normal for people to be traveling and doing different things. So be creative and there's something for everybody. Yeah. And skincare trials are great because people are as busy as you, Dawn, and they love them. They love them. And you can ask Lynette about them. She's done them. So ask her. Yep. They're very good. They're very, very good. Yeah. Okay. And you guys, I only spend, just FYI, in my life, and I don't know, Tam, if you do this, but I spend 1 day a week booking. I don't do 10 attempts a day. I like to do it in like an hour, a power hour. That's how I choose to run my business, either Sunday evenings or Tuesdays. Tomorrow is on my 6 most important list is for me to book people because I have a list of people to book. And then the rest of my time is just my 6 list is just depending upon what I have going on. But I personally like to work that way. Some people like to do 10 booking attempts a day. It takes 30 minutes, literally, you guys, if you call people. I've timed it. It only takes 30 minutes to make 10 booking attempts a day. So if you like consistency or whatever you like to do, as long as it works for you and your goals, that's what you have to think about. I once had a former director who came into my unit, Lisette Defoe. Tam, remember her?
Yep.
She was special. And she came from a unit, you guys, that worked 24/7. She's just like, what do I do today, Nikki? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I said, I hold 2 parties a week. And whatever I do to get 2 parties a week, yes, I spend like maybe 10 minutes coaching my hostess and our guests. And then I prep my party and I book from party to party. I mean, I was in the rhythm, of 2 parties a week. And she's just like, okay, well, I can do that. What do you do the rest of the time? And I'm like, well, I lead a play group Bible study. I do this, I do that. I mean, she's like, you have a life? I'm like, yeah. But it was foreign to her. You guys, I don't, I don't work 24/7. Okay. And I can now as an empty nester, but I choose not to. I could, but I don't. But it's just interesting, you guys, when you get into that rhythm of 2 parties a week or whatever your goal is, or 1 party a week and that consistency, you guys, Lindsay's a great example of this. She has her parties booked because she's in a rhythm and she has 5 kids and she's crazy busy, but she's in a rhythm. Okay, that rhythm is fun. You want to get into a rhythm. And it starts with 3 things a day or 6 things, whatever is on your list. That rhythm is, I mean, Lizzie, can you tell us about the rhythm? Because it's magical.
Um, yeah, I mean, it's not like clean by any means, so don't
Life isn't clean.
don't
Life
think
isn't
I'm
clean.
like, really that good. Um, but it's built the confidence in me that where I'm finding a sweet spot is actually people. Okay, so for example, you and Tamu did that vendor event, and there was a girl there, Whisked by Cassidy is her thing. And I looked her up on Facebook and I contacted her because now that I've been doing this long enough, I feel confident that I can contact other businesswomen as a businesswoman and just said, I love to bless businesswomen by giving facials. And she's so excited. And she's holding a party with 3 guests, so a total of 4 on Sunday. And she's just so grateful. So I think in addition to the rhythm, obviously like creating those habits again, and I mentioned this before, but it's just building that confidence that I feel I had to take myself from the beginning of starting my business from feeling like a fundraiser of please buy from me to the mindset of I'm a businesswoman and this is what I have to offer. And so I think with that growing mindset change in me, it's just, and I'll be honest, I don't have 10 bookings on my books, but I feel like I have the comfort of knowing they're coming. I always feel like, okay, something is coming, or I try and squeeze in a couple skincare trials because I know I'm going to be gone, or, so I like to do a lot of mix and matching. And so I think I can find more consistency or more rhythm, like you're saying, even by pulling from a few different things to having them going at the same time. That answer your question? Sorry.
I think that answered a lot of people's questions. Did that help you guys to hear that? I love your mindset. Yeah. Stop thinking we're a fundraiser. Please buy from me. That was profound. We're not fundraisers. We are what you are offering. And I love what you said as you reach out to businesswomen. I love to bless other businesswomen. Yeah, I totally took that from what you were saying. And you sprinkle it in, you mix it in, whatever. But why do you do that, Lindsay? Why do you sprinkle it in so much?
The sprinkle is all I have available. And my kids are still, I mean, my family, and um, that's still my priority. And that has always been my concern of even starting a Mary Kay business, as Tammy knows, and I've talked to Heidi about. It's been my concern that it would take over everything, and that's not my goal. And money is not my king. Jesus is my king. So I love that I am bringing in more income to my family without feeling like Mary Kay runs my life. And it's also created disciplines in me to really be present where I need to be present. I mean, like you talked about tonight, Tammy, like, okay, if we are going to go do something as a family, like I need to shut off. And I'm not always good at shutting off because I love my Mary Kay business. It's super fun. And I want to be responsive to the people who are contacting me, but I also need to be respectful and present with my family as well. So, I mean, it's the balancing act of life, regardless of what we do, right? Everything's a balance.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Whether you're in Mary Kay or not.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which it is, and this was something I got to share with the wonderful woman, another woman at that vendor event that you and Tammy met, my friend Anne Marie. She's awesome. But just sharing, the disciplines that we learn in Mary Kay can just be applied in so many ways too. And I think that's such an appeal. And she was very much drawn to the culture that I was able to share about who we are in Mary Kay.
That's awesome. Does anybody have anything to add, or we're gonna wrap it up? That was a great close, Linz. That was a great close. Lindsay came to visit Tammy and me at a vendor show, Lori, and met people there. She just came to visit. It's always good to be in the space of Mary Kay people, no matter what. So you guys, here's the thing. Take what you heard tonight from each other and from yourself, but make your own self-leadership plan. Lead yourself. Lead yourself to whatever goals you have. And by Friday, I mean, that's the last day of the month, right? And if you're doing these chemo packages, you guys, you're not a fundraiser. People, I looked back, everybody who donated last year in my customer base is donating again this year because they love to do it. And so if I didn't offer them the opportunity, they wouldn't have it. And they're so grateful that we do this every year. So, and I'm nervous. I gotta tell you, Sunday night, I'm like, do I send the text? Am I bothering people? And you guys, some people respond, Nikki, I can't. I mean, totally get it. And others are like, I'm so glad you're doing this again. So you guys just don't think, just do it. Because you have a lot to offer, Linz, like you said. Yeah, sometimes we forget that, but you really do. And people are drawn to that. So my friends, way to map out your weeks. I'm excited. All this information will be posted on the unit Facebook group if you want to use the tools. They're not rules, they're tools. Right, Amy? Tools, not rules. You do your best. Self-leadership. That's our new word. That might be the word for the year, you guys. I know it's two, but I think we're coining it. I like it. Self-leadership. That's who we are. Lynette likes it. I love you, girl. Have great appointments this week, you guys. Have fun. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for getting on.